Hello, what is going on YouTube? It's Keon from Up Next Crypto, back with another video. We're bringing it back, boys. We talked about Bityard once. That wasn't enough. You guys kept putting it in the comments. Cover more, talk more about contracts, speak more about what makes them the best in the game, and that's what we're here to do. Bityard, I'm Bitty in my city. It gets litty in my it gets litty in my city. So what makes them the #1 contracts exchange in cryptocurrency? Guys, we talked about contracts. It's buying the rights to buy an underlying asset at a certain price once it passes it. So in the way that it doesn't and it goes down, you're protected because all you initially lost is what you paid for the contract. So guys, if it goes down, all you lost is your initial contract price. If it goes up, you execute the right to buy it and you just enjoy all the profits. So what does this come down to? Why do many people lose money trading contracts? It's all in the fees. You look at all these different programs, you see all these different projects, they have too much fees. The fees are too high. So in that way, because all you're buying is a contract, once the fees are in place, of course, the initial cost to buy these contracts are not that much. That's why I'm telling you, you're mitigating your risk. If it goes down, all you lost is the small amount you paid for that contract. But why do people still lose money trading contracts? It's all because they charge too high of a fee in this contract in the first place. So that's why I bring to you Bityard. You guys know about it. We covered it before, but we need to go back into it, guys. What makes them who they are? They're low fees, boys. We haven't seen it in the past. We just have not seen it. So let's get straight into it. We're gonna talk about why their fees are so low, what makes Bityard what it is. Let's get straight into it, boys. Now we're back, guys, in the studio. We told you guys they are the world's leading cryptocurrency contracts exchange. Now it's just time to bring it back, go over the platform one more time very briefly, and then get into the fees, guys. We're gonna get into the fees. We're gonna actually show BitMEX, we're gonna show SnapX. We're just gonna compare the differences in the platforms, why I prefer Bityard, why with my experience in cryptocurrency over the last couple of years, I just kept swaying more and more towards Bityard. We explained in the previous videos their affiliate program. I'm just going to be showing you guys the differences in interface, how much easier this one is to use compared to the other ones for say BitMEX or SnapX, and just kind of pick everything out and then go over the affiliate program and kind of give you guys the pros and the cons there. So we're back on the site, man. Cryptocurrency contracts exchange #1 in the game to do it, Bityard. Let's just get into it, guys. I'm going to give a brief overview just in case the people have not seen our last video, just to go over it one more time. So you see it here, guys. Safe, easy, fast, very important components in today's world in cryptocurrency. We spoke about how, as far as regulation and licensing, it's very difficult these days for a lot of these cryptocurrency projects to get any sort of approval at all. And just the fact that they do have approval in Singapore, in Estonia, in Australia, in the United States. These are some of the most difficult places with as far as regulation, as far as how strict they are. It's one of the most difficult places to be getting this type of approval, to be getting this type of regulation and this type of licensing as far as where the countries are. We spoke about the app, guys, how it's awesome that you're able to trade on the go, as a lot of us are very busy in today's day and age. It's very awesome that they have an app that's so complex and so easy to use at the same time, and that's kind of what it all comes down to when it comes to Bityard. They're complex but easy to use at the same time. So you have all the different features to make it as complex as you want to be for the advanced trader, and it's also very easy to use if you're just getting started. But let's just get into it. I'm going to show you guys what I mean when I say it's very easy to turn this platform sophisticated, but it's awesome how they start off so simple. So you see it here, guys, very easy to use, very simple to understand. So you see it here on the left side, you have all the different pairings, and then in the middle you have the chart, and you can add different things to it. So you have a layout button right over here if you want to actually add things, if you want to add different drawing tools, if you want to hide marks, show it, compare, insert indicators. So you can add a bunch of stuff. So if you're someone that's been trading for a very long time and you kind of want to do this, you want to add these things, then you can go ahead and do it. You're able to change the symbols, intervals, things like that, but it starts off fairly simple. So again, guys, I also love how easy it is to show the leverage, and you can move up and down based on the pair. Most of them go up to 100x leverage, and something that these guys have that the competitors don't have per se is that it actually shows you. So you don't actually have to grab a calculator and start crunching in numbers to see what's going on, right? It tells you the S&L right here, your TP, your loss and profit based on what you do, your initial margin, the fee that you're going to be paying. It tells you all of that right there. It's not you click the button and then you have to calculate it manually and then you see the fee and you're like, oh, I didn't think the fee was that much. Everything is there at the tip of your fingers. So before you hit the buy button, you're given all this information. You know exactly what is going on. But then compared to say something like BitMEX, which is one of the most used platforms, they have a lot of users. You see here, not too easy to use, right? So it already starts off sophisticated, guys. This is me just clicking it first touch, not even moving it around. It already starts off sophisticated. So if I'm a beginner trader, I'm not really going to understand all of this, right, guys? You have a depth chart over here. You have all of this info. I don't really think recent trades is something that you need to know to this extent, but I feel like that's most people, right, guys? So my point is this starts off sophisticated, and per se, it kind of assumes what you want to see instead of giving you something very simple like Bityard and giving you the option to turn it sophisticated. Like, that's what I really love about Bityard, guys. It starts off with this amazing API. It gives you the simple look just for the beginner. In case you're a beginner, which many people are in today's day and age, you're just getting started, you're tipping your toes in the water, you're getting started with trading crypto, and you're just a beginner, right, guys? So for those of you that are actually very sophisticated traders, advanced traders, like even myself, who's been in the crypto space for a long time, this is a little too simple. So I could just add my stuff. I could add whatever I want. I'm not kind of given something that, like, you don't really know if the person used a depth chart. You don't even know if these recent trades matter to them, right, guys? So I love how Bityard gives you a simple layout and you can kind of adjust it how you want to do it, right? SnapX, similar story, guys. I mean, they have this little chart layout over here, but again, starts off sophisticated, assumes what you want to see. Like, it assumes that you want to use the candlestick version, and it assumes you want to see the volume instead of giving you, again, a simpler look. And the point is, you don't want to scare off new traders. If you're a new trader, if you're just getting started, something like this is gonna be like, oh my god, what do I do? There's so much information being thrown at me. It's just like, you know what I mean, guys? As opposed to Bityard, you see it right here, very easy to use, and you can make it how you want it. You guys can see here, we have an account with them. I say it many times in the channel. If we do not have an account with them, do not listen to what I have to say. I'm a hypocrite. You know what I mean? That just shows you we're very familiar with them. We've been using them for quite some time. We've researched them in depth, and that's our conclusion, guys. Our conclusion is, when it comes to beginner traders, even for advanced traders, the technicalities of it is that Bityard starts off more simple for those of you that just got started, but then you can make it as sophisticated and complex as you want, even past the other platforms. So it's amazing to see. And now we're gonna get onto the fees, guys. Again, as I said, when trading contracts, your only expense is the contract. So with that comes the fee, right? So because you're not spending that much money up front to buy the contract, the fee is a big part. So that's why a lot of people actually still end up losing money when it comes to trading contracts, because it depends on what fee you're being charged. And over my time, guys, over my research, the fee that Bityard charges is so much lower than competitors like BitMEX, like SnapX, that it actually makes you way more profitable over time, especially because we're looking at it in a long time, in a long period of time. It's not even close, guys. So that's kind of my conclusion with it when I'm comparing the Bityard with BitMEX, with SnapX. They have a way nicer API, easier to use for the beginner investor. And for those of you who are very sophisticated in trading, your ceiling is also much higher because you can add a lot more stuff than the other platforms. We spoke about the affiliate program. They give a higher percentage. They give a much higher percentage than competitors like BitMEX, like SnapX, and other trading platforms. So you have that, the fact that they just give back. They're a lot more for the community, guys. They're not trying to make a lot of money off charging you these surreal fees and then from there giving you a small portion of the affiliate program. These guys are generous. These guys are for the community, and that's just kind of where I stand with Bityard all around, guys. They have the lowest fees in the game, as I mentioned in the intro, and we're very excited to see where they go. They're already going huge places, one of the biggest, the #1 contract exchange already, and we're just very excited, and we're sure we're going to be keeping you guys updated on what happens with them, on everything that's going on. Up next, crypto. Thank you for joining me today. We're out, boys. See you soon.